Hey, what's up guys? My name is Davis. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a beginner's guide for Soulstone Survivors, and if you're a player that is watching this that has played before and you want to start over and do good, you can come over here, click save. As you can see, we have save 0, that's a little over a year old, and then save 1, which was created today. So you can switch your saves and get a fresh start at the game, make like I don't really think you can make mistakes in upgrading this game, but yeah, so you're going to see a bunch of different tabs when you come in. Character, which you can unlock these characters by completing different tasks throughout the map. Yeah, you start off with just the Barbarian, which is honestly probably the perfect starting character. Blacksmith, you need to level up your different characters and you can unlock different weapons and stuff. Runes are different upgrades that you can get to have passive effects on your character. But first you need to get runic power, which you can do over here in the skill tree. As you can see, you can increase runic power over here using minor soulstones, which you get throughout your runs. You also get the different types of soulstones by killing Lords of the Void, which I will show you when we actually do a run. But yeah, so you're going to want to upgrade this as you play. And then you see achievements. Achievements are ways to unlock new skills and characters and runic power and also runes. There's a ton of different achievements. There's 270 in total. Some of them you're not able to do right now. You'll notice hidden achievements, there's 9 of them. Those are from different in-game events that they do. You unlock a new feature. You purchase all nodes in the central skill tree. I don't know what this new feature is, actually. And then you got your profile. No save data. We haven't done a run yet. So, you're going to start off with just only the Scorching Valley. You can only get Copper and Topaz. But as you eliminate Lords of the Void, you'll unlock different maps. So, we're just going to jump right into this first run. And yeah, so as you can see, your starting attack is just, you kind of twirl. You do like a little spinning attack, and they drop these yellow drops. That's experience. You pick it up after killing them, and you're gonna see a little bar on the bottom go up over time. That is your level. As you can see, we're only level 1 starting out, but if we pick up a few more, I'll be able to show you what happens when you actually get a level. So you get different upgrades or powers. Movement speed here increases your movement speed, obviously. Area of effect increases, your area modifier, which is just your area of effect, and then Behemoth, you have more health. We're going to go for area of effect, and as you can see, the area of our whirlwind attack, I think that's what it's called, yeah, goes up. And you can see this big cursor. You can actually edit your cursor in the settings. I might turn the size down right now. You can also change the color and the saturation and stuff. But it can get a little in the way sometimes, but you can also lose it. And some of the attacks actually are they aim with your cursor, so you're going to want to know where that is at all times. So, yeah. But we're going to keep killing these guys, and hopefully, yes, okay. So, you can also get skills. There's 2 types of upgrades that you get per level. There's skills and there's powers. Powers are the passive effects that are always active, and skills have a cooldown. As you can see, this one's cooldown is 11.2 seconds, and it conjures a void. You can read the descriptions of each one if you want as you play. I honestly think that it might be best to put me down here for Soulstone Survivors because I don't want to block anything. But you're also going to see over here rerolls, banishes, lock skills. You'll get those over time, upgrading in the skill tree and stuff. But for now, we're going to be picking the Shrapnel Bomb because it has matching skill types. It has the area and the physical type. So, and you can see we throw out a little bomb that just splits off into a bunch of projectiles that do damage to these guys. So, I mentioned earlier about skill types. different skills all have different types. As you can see, this one is bomb, area, frontal, burst, and physical. Some powers boost your skill types. Like they'll increase damage for all physical type skills, which for the barbarian who has a lot of physical type skills, that's good. You don't really have to worry about like synergy too much at the beginning. That's more like when you just want to do like fun builds later. I also realized that I was kind of picking my powers without really explaining what a lot of them do. Now, this is another type of upgrade that's not necessarily a power, but it's still like a passive thing. It's fragility. It applies a status effect to enemies that makes them weaker. There's tons of different status effects. As you can see, each one of these applies a different one. You got burn, which deals damage over time. You got disarray, which makes them take extra damage, I think. And you got confused. I actually don't know what all of these do. I think you can hit Q. Yeah, increases all damage received by a random amount between -2 and 8. So it's a dangerous upgrade. And then you got taunt, which trades taunt. It can be directly targeted by enemies. Okay, so that's a modifier for the summons. And then you got over here, you got confused, which reduces the target's chance to hit. But we're going to take Heroic Strike for the damage because it should do pretty good. Let's see when it activates. And then here you got a damage modifier, but you're slower. I actually really don't like Leviathan, but I could definitely see how it could be good on a faster character that, you know, -5% movement speed isn't going to do much. Magnetic. See, this is important. I'm going to say this now. Don't ever take a common Magnetic. The pickup area and the experience gain you get just from a common is not worth giving up another 15% area or, you know, losing speed. But you could take like green or blue magnetics that we'll probably see throughout the run, but you don't need just a common one. The experience gain is not worth it, especially like when you're this early and you're just trying to get different stuff. So as you can see, this one increases the damage dealt by shrapnel bomb. We're actually going to take relentless here. The damage increase, you could have taken that too, but I just think being able to do whirlwind, which is like our main attack right now, is going to be more important at the moment. Here we're going to take, you can see all of the different skill types, and you can see that the shadow spikes, while this one looks super cool, you can take whatever you think looks cool. Honestly, all of these work together, and like you don't need to have synergy. But we're going to take this one because it applies fragility if we get the hit off. And fragility is easily the best status effect in the game because fragility makes them take extra damage. Guaranteed. Like a set amount of extra damage per stack instead of, I think it was called Dazed. That, oh, we're going to do multicast on Whirlwind. Multicast basically means like it'll do it twice. Which, multicast is really good on pretty much everything. I'm not going to tell you, oh, definitely take this upgrade, because it's really up to you. I'm just trying to explain the basics so that you can go into the runs not completely blind. Or maybe you already did your first run and you kind of know how the game works, but you're like, but what do I do with this? That's what I'm here for. I also really like Flurry, so I'm going to take Flurry to kind of get like a bit of range. We can take this down. That was a Lord of the Void. It's a boss that spawns after you kill a certain amount of enemies, and then it drops the Soulstones that I showed you earlier in the skill tree. And picking up the Soulstone picks up all the experience in the area. We're gonna go with crit damage there, and we're gonna take a damage increase on Whirlwind, which is our main attack right now. So yeah, if you can recognize which attack is doing the most damage for you and putting in the most work, you can make good choices on your upgrades. Because if we could have had a damage increase for Shrapnel Bomb or a damage increase for Whirlwind, I would have taken the Whirlwind because we're definitely using it the most, more than Shrapnel Bomb. I'm going to take Quick Strike here. Quick Strike scales off of your movement speed. It has like a set amount of damage it deals, but the more movement speed you have, the more damage it actually will do, which, you know, can make it pretty good. And we're going to take Relentless here because Flurry, it doesn't scale off of attack speed, but if we can get a consistent stream of Flurry where we're just like, you know, firing out attacks super fast, I'm going to take Agile here because the movement speed is nice, especially on the Barbarian who's actually really slow. But that might also be because it's a new profile and we don't have anything. Now, as you can see, since we have all 6 of our skills here, we can actually swap out the choices with passive power-ups, and we can take multicast on thrust types, which is really good for the flurry and quick strike, but also multicast on subdue. And you can see the blue gives 24, but it does it for 2 of the different things. So I'm personally going to take the multicast over more characters, or not characters, skills. And we're going to keep going here. And I'm honestly going to take health here because I feel like stuff's going to start to deal more damage like really soon. So, you know, more health is always good. But you may have noticed these things scattered around the map while you play. Those are like the materials, like copper and topaz that we saw at the beginning when we had to select our... I took more crit chance there. Crit chance is always good. Basically, it's like every other game. Crit chance increases your chance to deal a critical hit, which is scaled by your critical damage modifier, which is currently 212. So a 212% damage hit. I really like Titan Cleaver, so I'm actually going to swap it out for Shrapnel Bomb. But, does Titan Cleaver scale off anything? Based on your armor power. Okay. So, when you're playing different characters, it's definitely good to read the description. I'm going to take the multicast here. But, yeah. So, we're currently dealing with another Lord of the Void, which... at our current state in the game, it's kind of hard to take on. We only have 1 dash, so we can't get super close before we have to run away. And, oh yeah, hit space to dash, by the way. You can dodge attacks with it. And we just don't really deal that much damage right now. But, yeah. So, that's another one. You might notice the first one was red, this one is blue. That's because that was the second Lord of the Void. Ooh, this one's tough. Fire Shield, it's good at the beginning because it protects you and like deals like hits to stuff as it circles around you, and I think they respawn. And you can actually stack the number of orbs you get by taking more Fire Shields. But honestly, a 96% chance to multicast. I'm going to take Agile because it'll help our Quick Strike deal a ton more damage. And you can see we're just dealing so much more damage now. And... yeah, okay. So you can also have skip active skills. I really like our build right now. The only thing I would probably swap out is Subdue, but it does do Fragility, which is going to be like really good for us. So you can click skip active skills, and you won't see active skills at all until you unclick this box. You can also hit G to do that. I'm going to take the damage increase on Titan Cleaver because we don't have a lot of armor power right now, which is another one of the... It's just a stat that pops up in the powers. Like increase armor power by like 5 or something. If you see a really big enemy run towards you, that's just, an elite. It's not a boss. It just has more health and it'll do more damage than the other types. See, this is block power. This is not what we're looking for, but block power it's pretty good. I think I can tell you what it does exactly. Yeah, your current block power gives you a 0.0 chance to block attacks, and if we took this, it would be like maybe like a 0.1% chance. I'm still gonna take Relentless. A good strategy for Flurry is to stack a lot of attack speed, because eventually, by the time the as you can see, the number of hits is 20, and they throw every 0.2 seconds. I'm not gonna do the math on it right now, but you can eventually, with your attack speed, attack speed reduces the cooldown, obviously, but you can get the cooldown to a point where by the time you throw all the blades, the cooldown's over and you just endlessly cycle it, especially if you have a high multicast. And whenever you get to that point, you're in a pretty good state. I did not have my hands on the keyboard because I talk with my hands a lot, so we took a bit of damage there. And if you're taking damage in your runs, you might be a little scared because you're kind of weak now. I'm gonna take that material. But if you come over here to these types of crystals, they do heal you. You also get upgrades later on that for every level you get, you heal a bit of health. Wow, I got one shot by that guy. That's crazy. But as you can see, we eliminated 2 Lords of the Void, so we unlocked a new place to play. After you lose, you can see how much prestige you got, which levels up your different characters. You can also see all the materials and the soulstones collected, as well as how much damage each skill did. So you can see Whirlwind did over 500,000 damage. It definitely did the most. So it was good that we were upgrading that, because it was putting in all the heavy lifting. Now, once you lose, you're going to come back to this screen, and the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the skill tree. There's 3 different paths. You got just a straight up damage path, you got max health and armor and stuff, and you got movement speed as well as rerolls and all that stuff. And then obviously up here, if you have a ton of minor soul stones, you can increase your runic power by 1. Now what we're going to do actually is go for a bit extra health. How much can we upgrade that? Okay, we can't upgrade it the whole way. We can get it to 3 out of 5, which increases max health by 40. That's going to always apply. We can also increase our damage modifier by another additional 5%. You can do whatever you want here. I just did that because I noticed that we did not have a lot of health, and we died pretty quickly. And getting like the block power and the armor power and just straight up reducing damage is crazy. This is also, wait, which one is it? Is it this? Where is that? Is it? I don't know. It's everything's changed since I upgraded. As you can see, like this is huge. This all expands to other stuff that you'll find out once you actually complete this skill tree. You'll find out what it does. We didn't unlock any runes, sadly, but that's okay. Nothing in the blacksmith. No. Okay, so you can also spend your minor soul stones and also your like major soul stones up here to unlock new survivors. Or not survivors. Yeah, survivors. Yeah, different characters. You can buy different characters like the Pyromancer, who I actually have a video on. If you unlock the Pyromancer, you can go check out the video. But yeah, that's how you do your first run and kind of what to do with the materials. So that's kind of how you do your first run in Soulstone Survivors and what to do with the different materials. If you want a guide on runes, if you want a guide on the skill tree, or if you want me to continue this save profile, uploading a run like every couple days or something and just kind of updating you on the progress of this save profile, let me know. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below that you would want to see that, like a beginner's guide through a series, or if you just want a super long video, like just let me know. Yeah, and then now we can come over to our profile. You can see favorite character, Barbarian, favorite weapon, favorite skill. That is not my favorite skill. And our favorite rune, we don't have runes yet. And it also shows you all your matches. We lost there after 6 minutes. We got to level 30. It also shows you a summary of all your characters. 1 match, best time, max curse, endless overlord runes. If I actually come over to my main save, which I have a bit more time on, we can click start game. This is what, not end game. Actually, I guess it's kind of close to end game. You have runes here. They do different things. I'm not going to overwhelm you with all this stuff right now, but just know eventually you'll have all of these. Because I haven't really leveled up anyone but the Necromancer. But if you come over to profile and click characters, you can see all this stuff. Like I have 55 runs on the Necromancer, best times, all that. You can see everything here. I haven't played this one in a while. But yeah, so that's just a beginner's guide to Soulstone Survivors. If you want to see more, like I said, like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys all next time.